what we do. DCG Entertainment is designed for you. For the members, this gather is true. By the members, they share it with you. There are others that try to compete. DCG is the king of the street. All the others are amazing and pop. We're second to no one.
And welcome, cats, kittens, adults, and grown-ups. Long awaited, I know the anticipation was killing everybody. I understand that. I am happy that you are glad to have me here because it's good to be here. So, yeah, it was a long week without me. But fear not, I am here now. And we have a great show lined up. Can everybody hear me just fine? I hope so. I've got a new system set up, and it's working out the kinks, I think. I don't know. It is what it is. Live stuff happens. Judy, I think I figured it out because it's purple now. So, not blue, but I think I figured it out. I'm sitting back from my mic this time. As you can see, I've got dualies hooked up over here. That's for when I do my stuff. All right. Yeah, I know, Judy. It was weird. You know what it was? My forward light, I had to shut it off. Like, you can't tell, but I am sitting in almost darkness here. Because of this new camera setup thingy. The new software, it's so brilliant that it, like, I don't need to really have a lot of lights on like I used to. So I literally have 2 side lamps on. That's it. And they're the studio lamps. And those bulbs are halfway out of it. So literally it's darkness. Okay? And I have caulk all over my hands. As you can see, paint and everything. For those that don't understand what that terminology means, that is a term used when you're doing trim work and everything else, called caulk. And C-A-U-L-K. All right. Dirty little cats, you. Tonight, I'm excited because I didn't get to hear the music. But we have, who? Iron Man? Freddy? You know what? I will take that as a complimento, Freddy, because, I like Robert Downey Jr., especially in what do you call it? The Avengers. He was okay in Iron Man, maybe like 1 and 2, but after that it kind of went downhill for me. But however, I was lost in my thought here. Hold on, I gotta get my widget balls. I was thinking of something. Freddie interrupted my amazing thoughts. Oh, yeah. Because I have my dualies hooked up, that's when I do my amazing podcasting. So we have it. I don't know where to begin. Yeah, Avengers. With what's going on with DCG. All right. It's beyond comprehension. I mean, I am trying. Forget about the videos. Forget about music. Forget about everything. Just on my end alone with the product tags, the commercials. By the way, if we get interrupted with a commercial tonight, it's nobody's fault. We may actually have a live commercial because if you look at some of the videos now, they'll have Geico and all these commercials popping up, which we've never had. So if you're watching a YouTube video, right, you see commercials, that now is us. We now have sponsors on there. So they're what they call tags or ads, and YouTube has allowed us now to partner up with that. So now we put the tags in, and they just pop up randomly. So it may happen live, YouTube said. So if it does while somebody's performing, nothing I can do. As long as it doesn't do when I'm talking, okay, then I'm cool. But we got the tags, we got product sponsors, we've got all this other neat stuff going on. So I'm trying to keep up with it all. I'm not complaining. This is where we wanted to be. But for anybody that ever says to you, hey, go start a YouTube channel, get monetized, and you'll make a ton of money. Well, I would take them in the lake and drown them because they're full of something and it's not water, okay? It doesn't work like that. You don't start making money when you monetize. In fact, you have to work for every dollar that gets sponsored to you or contributed to you. It just doesn't work. You flip on a switch, you monetize, and lo and behold, look, hey, DCG's making money. Just to be clear, okay? The Friday night shows, our radio shows, they don't make anything. We can't monetize those because we use others' music to that. So we can't do that. With that being said, before we start, we have a new pre-recorded mini-series coming up, okay? It will involve another member. I won't give out his name, but you're going to like it. So we'll be, kind of, get bits in back and forth, but also telling stories, going over different stuff. So him and I are going to work out the kinks this weekend, but you guys are going to like it. It's all original. We also have 2 or 3 more karaoke songs from members to upload, which hopefully will be done by the weekend that the members wrote. So a lot of stuff, guys. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, don't forget. So Leo, thank you. It says, let's celebrate their 10th super on a live stream. So Leo, we're going to celebrate your 10th super donation. That's what it says to me. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, that's what it says. Don't forget, the way to sponsor directly is to do what Leo just did. Judy, you can buy a sticker for $2 or whatever it is, and it goes directly towards the show, mainly me. Okay, YouTube takes their percentage out. It's more than the IRS. And so if you donate $5, then he gets 5 cents. All right. Guys, great show. I wanted not regular country western. All right. And I don't know what you guys did. So I'm going to hear it live with everybody for the first time, unless you've already listened to it. But it's I wanted like a country western, different type, cowboy, cowgirl, Gene Autry type of stuff, right? So I didn't want to go for a Garth Brooks regular traditional crap. I wanted like the movie stuff, cowboys and Indians and stuff. And I know there's not a lot of material out there for that, but I think we did pretty good. Jude, what's up, you little sugar mama? But so far, what I've seen, though, I think everybody has nailed it or came close. If you didn't, you're fired. Okay. Yeah, real country there, Wanda. All right, let's get started. Remember, if don't go in the order on the channel, okay? I go in my own order. So if you think you're number 1, you may be number 5, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. Don't forget, hit like, subscribe, and don't forget to comment on the show afterwards, okay? Because that's our algorithm. YouTube looks at that and says, hey, these guys are great. Well, I mean, me. Duh. Yeah, Judy, I can't believe that. It's purple. It is purple. Because it was blue, remember? I was freaking out. I'm like, Judy, something's wrong. It's blue. It shouldn't be blue. And it made my hair look bad, everything. We're talking about my lights, guys. It was horrible. I don't know, Irene. I used to watch the old westerns with my Pepe, right? And he loved his cowboy and Indian shows. I'll tell you that. Loved them. Yeah, we sit there. And he would, well, at the time, he would let me drink beer with him. Schlitz. I remember that disgusting beer, Schlitz. Yeah. But, you know, Your grandfather tells you to sit down and have a beer. That's what you did, right? You didn't argue back. So, all right, let's kick this amazing show off here, gents and ladies. And don't forget, tonight, admission for ladies, it's free. All right? Ladies pay no cover charge. All right? So, men, I'm sorry, but there is a cover charge. It's a $2 sticker. You like that, huh? I should do that. In order to chat, you got to pay a $2 super sticker. But tonight is ladies free. Get in. Yeah, it's gross stuff. All right, let's start off the show with this gentleman here. All right, seeing how he's here. Yeah. I hope everybody had a great 2 weeks, by the way. Mine was awesome. Thank you so much for asking everybody. I do appreciate everybody for asking me. Yeah, it was great, Denny. Yeah, really, what'd you do? You know, worked out in the sun and not much, but I had a great time. Yeah, it was awesome. But thank you so much. Spoiled. Tell you what, man. Spoiled, spoiled, spoiled. All right, kids. Here we go. First song of thy evening. Let's start it off with Den Den, our very own Cuddles, Dennis Shepard, gentlemen and ladies. Den is performing They're Hanging Me Tonight. Den, I kind of felt like that a couple of days ago. I'm not going to be honest with you. But here he is, ladies and gentlemen, to open up our show with our country western theme, Dennis Cuddles.
When I hear the raindrops coming down, it makes me sad and blue. Was on a rainy night like this, the flu said we were through. I told her how I loved her and I begged her not to go. But another man had changed her mind, so I said goodbye to Flo. Alone within myself tonight, my heart is filled with fear. The only sound within the room is the falling of each tear. I think about the thing I've done. I know it wasn't right. They'll bury Flo tomorrow, but they're hanging me tonight. They're hanging me tonight. The night he came and took my Flo and headed into town. I knew I had to find this man and try to gun him down. As I walked by a dim cafe and I looked through the door, I saw my Flo with her new love and I couldn't stand no more. I couldn't stand no more. I took my pistol from my hip and with a trembling hand I took the life of pretty Flo and the good-for-nothing man. That good-for-nothing man. I think about the things I've done. I knew it wasn't right. They'll bury Flo tomorrow, but they're hanging me tonight. They're hanging me tonight. They're hanging me tonight.
Right there, hanging me tonight, says Den Den. Den, I like that. 1959. It was a gunfighter ballad and trail song. Dennis by Marty Robbins. They're hanging me tonight. That is a classic Western ballad. It tells a dramatic story then of jealousy, murder, guilt, and justice. I'm assuming that jealousy was what the dude did, and hence he's been hanged then for the murder. Well, allegedly now, right? But then, good tune. You kind of pulled that one out from under a rock, my friend. I have researched almost all the songs, so I will try to give a little back end to them because they're a little bit different than what we're all used to. But then, good job. I could hardly see you in that video, Dan. I think that was kind of the environment you were looking for, right? Like that mysterious Dennis about you. I like that. The mysterious Dennis about you. It was a good story. Flo was not a good woman. Hey, Kit Kat, you're on. Did you lose your power back up? I think Kat said she lost power. I don't know. Yeah, it was a single moment of uncontrolled emotion. And how that changes everything, ladies and gentlemen. Control your emotions. Don't let it change anything. Okay, so I'm hearing Denny talking and I see him. Well, Charlie, I hope so. You're hearing me talking and that you can see me. If you cannot see me, Charlie, and if you cannot hear me, then that's not good. You have to be able to see me. All right? Well, yeah, you should hear me, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, but you definitely want to see me, Charlie. This is the real deal, bro. It don't get any realer than the realization right here. Okay? And here's the thing. Just to remind everybody, okay? So we've had a couple emails over time, and of course, it's a question always asked that, can you guys please don't cut off the songs, let the entire song play. Here's the thing. Number one, we don't cut off any songs. We fade them out. And when we have a long or a lengthy feature night, okay, and the songs typically run 3.5, 4, 5 minutes, what happens is we would need more than a 3-hour show because we went from 2 hours, now we're to 3 hours. And that's to allow time so everybody has a fair amount of time, because most recordings are 3 to 5 minutes in between that, right? So we try to be fair for everybody. We don't give one to the other and not to the other. So we fade them out at an even mark. Sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 2.5, depending on how many features we have. Here's the thing. Tonight, I stepped it up. I did 3.5 minutes. And guess what? There was like 1 or 2 songs that passed that mark. And I'm like, really, guys? I did you a solid, and the majority of songs are under 3.5. But either way, though, that's why we do it. We don't do it to disrupt anybody's songs, and we have the links on the main channel, and we always post them in the chats so that this way here you can go back and listen to the entire song. We do that out of fairness for everybody so that everybody gets equal amount of time. Some are a little less or a little more, but for the most part, I hope that answers thy questions. Up next, Tove, Sophia. Let me see here. You is doing Star by Lee. Tove, I don't know if I've heard this, but I'm going to find out. Again, I don't listen to everything, ladies and gentlemen. I know you guys think I'm like magnificent and close to Jesus, but truth be told, I'm not. So, you know, I hear it live when you guys do. And this is Tove's country western cowboy cowgirl song. Okay? Tove Star by Lee. Oh, Wandering Star. Haha. See? That Wandering right there was not in my foresight, Tove. That's okay. That's right, Irene. Do not submit a Meatloaf song because it will be put in the trash. Just like liver.
Was born under a wandering star. I was born under a wandering star. Wheels are made for rolling, mules are made to pack. I've never seen a sight that didn't look better looking back. Was born under a wandering star. Mud can make you prisoner and the flames can bake you dry. Snow can burn your eyes but only people make you cry. Home is made for coming from, for dreams of going to, which with any luck will never come true. Was born under a wandering star. I was born under a wandering star. Do I know where hell is? Hell is in hello. Heaven is goodbye forever. It's time for me to go. Was born under a wandering star. A wandering star.
Mud can make you prisoner and the flames can make you dry. Snow can burn your eyes but only people make you cry. Home is made for coming from, for dreams of going to, which with any luck will never come true.
I was born under a wandering star. A wandering star.
We hope you are enjoying today's program. DCG Entertainment is all about providing fun, clean, free entertainment for all to enjoy. DCG Entertainment relies upon the support from our viewers and members like you. If you are enjoying today's program and our other shows, please take a moment and show your support by donating any amount to the PayPal link on our main channel page or simply scan the barcode on the screen. All donations are greatly appreciated. Thank you for listening to DCG Radio.
Yeah, right. Well, it's not DCG Radio, but you get the point. Whatever. It's an ad. So I played it. Tove. Was it Tova? See, Sophia. It's just easier for me. Okay? When I see something that's spelt the way it should be, it sounds the way it should be, and, and people say, hey, you're saying it wrong. And I say, well, no, I'm not, because that's how it's spelt. Just like phone, Sophia. Phone. It's not pronounced pahone, it's pronounced phone. So why don't they use an F? Why is it PH? Anyways, Sophia, I like that song. Matter of fact, that song, okay, again, I researched and got some info on these. Do you know, Sophia, that that was one of the most iconic songs from 1969. I wouldn't know that. I was existing, but wasn't born yet. But it was a Western musical, Paint Your Wagon. Anybody ever see it? Written by songwriter team of Alan J. Sophia, a little background for you. Nicely done though. Very cool. That was definitely within the cowboy, cowgirl, Western theme. I like that. Again, cool stuff. I like that authentic material from back then. It does remind me of watching TV with my grandfather. So nice job on that, Sophia, and thank you. That's right. You wouldn't go to a pharmacy. See? John gets it. Like, that's another thing. Pharmacy. Pharmacy. Hey, can you go to the pharmacy and get me a prescription? No. See? Why isn't it? Okay. I'll give you one better. How do you spell farm? Anybody? Farm, as in like, I don't know. See, we're doing a country and western tonight, so how would you spell farm? Would you spell it PH, or is it spelled FAR? Huh? So why is pharmacy spelled PH? Does it make any sense, anybody? Explain that to me. If anybody can logically tell me why that is, I'll shut up. But until then, I'm not shutting up. Okay. Up next, Gentiles, men's, and ladies. We have this gentleman here. All right. Who's no stranger. Home on the range. Where the deer and the antelope play. Whiff, say farm, but you'd say foam. Yeah, you guys, you're just elaborating on what I already said, and you're not justifying your reasoning because it makes no drop sense. Okay, up next we have Chad. Well, that's what he calls himself. Chad, you're performing, another Matai Ribbons. I'm kidding, it's Robbins. Jeez. This is Red River Valley. This, you know what, Chad? This sounds like a giddy up and go cowboy song. Red River Valley. You're not gonna convince me.
From the valley, they say you are bleeding. We shall miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. For you take with you all of the sunshine that has brightened our pathway a while. Then come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu. Just remember the Red River Valley and the cowboy that's loved you so true. For a long time, my darling, I've waited for the sweet words you never would say. Now, alas, must my fond hopes all vanish, for they say that you're going away. Then come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu. Just remember the Red River Valley and the cowboy that's loved you so true, so true.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Chad with little Marty Robbins going on there. Chad, I do like that because that one there was really cool. It was definitely a old Western cowboy type of thing, I think. And Chad, Red River Valley, it's part of his Western music repertoire, okay? Giving the traditional cowboy song his warm, heartfelt style. So see, Chad, it says cowboy style. Definitely a classic. And nice job on that, brother. I'm loving this so far. This is cool. This is really cool. I like that. It's, hey. I can't hear myself. Why? Can you guys still hear with me? Because I can't hear with me anymore. Yeah, I think so. I think they're great tunes tonight. I mean, so far, we're starting off on a good note. Get it? Starting off on a good note? No, huh? I guess nobody gets it. Oh, boy. I'm all alone on this one, I can just tell. Okay. Let me see. You can. All right, hold on. How about now? Whoops, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me... Something's wrong here, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a hot minute. I am echoing myself. Hold on. What's going on? La 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 la. Anybody? Hello? 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 I'm not drinking anything yet. I'm going to be.
One of my programs just popped up. And it's running in the background, so hold on a second, guys.
I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I don't know. That was kind of weird. I could hear myself. Okay, the echo's gone. I went from normal to weird. Well, Freddie, I mean, you be more specific than that. I go from normal to weird like that. So the heavens just opened up. Yeah, it was, I don't know, something, one of my programs, I think, is running in the background, and I don't know. I got to figure it out during the next play. But this is Beating Heart. She goes by Wanda. Pistol Packin' Mama. Okay. Pistol Packin' Mama, Wanda. Wanda, they made a song, I think, called Pistol Packin' Pete, if I'm not mistaken. All right. I don't know if it's the same one, but Pistol Packin' Mama. Now, this sounds cowgirlish there, Wanda. All right. Here is Wanda's country western, Pistol Packin' Mama. And here she is, Gentiles, men, and ladies.
Okay, I took the liberty of changing some words because I wanna 'cause I can. Drinking beer in a cabaret, and I was having fun. Until one night he caught me right, and now I'm on the run. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing daddy, lay that pistol down. He kicked out my windshield, he hit me over the head. He cussed and cried and said I lied and wished that I was dead. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing daddy, lay that pistol down. So you lay it down, or is it like hidden in your britches or behind your back or somewhere? Huh? You can tell me. You being sneaky. Drinking beer in the cabaret and dancing with the guy. Until one night he caught me right and said that I had lied. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing daddy, lay that pistol down. I'll see you every night, babe, I'll woo you every day. I'll be your sugar mama if you put that gun away. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing daddy, lay that pistol down. Hey, does anybody want a sugar mama? I come complete with chickens, dogs, and a lot of cats, a lot of love, a lot of fun, a lot of laughter, and a big smile. How about that? Drinking beer in a cabaret, and I was having fun. Until one night he caught me right, and now I'm on the run. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing daddy, lay that pistol down. Now there was a girl named Wonder, she always had her fun. But with some lead he shot her dead, her honking days are done. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing daddy, lay that pistol down. All right, I guess he shot me. Oh well.
Well, right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Wonder right there. Lay that pistol down. Well, it's actually called Pistol Packing Mama. Do you know that song is from 1942? Yeah, and it was released in 1943, written by Al Dexter. It became one of the defining songs of World War II. So, now, if that's not a country western cowboy cowgirl song, I don't know what is. Alright, but, yeah, that was cool. And I love the accent that she has because it's prominent when she sings too. So, Wanda, nice job on that. That's definitely a cowboy cowgirl song right there. It is another killer song. You literally sound like a chipmunk, buddy. What? Chipmunk, Elvin, another killer song. Irene's Chipmunk, Elvin. I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but, alright. Y'all talking about chipmunks and Elvins and whatever else it is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's move onwards and upwards. Yeah, 1942, imagine that. That was, quite some time there, I think. Let me see. All right, let's do this. Oh, and we do have our
what do you call it? We do have our Zoomies over there in Zoomland, which we will check in on them in a wee bit. All right, and we do that every once in a while, just to make sure that they're alive and breathing. And you know, every once in a while, kind of like what Judy does with Jim, we let them out. We feed them, we water them, and we nurture them. All right, but they all hang out in Zoom, and we'll check in on them in a wee bit. All right, so let's get this. Matter of fact, one of these members is hanging out in Zoom here, but we may or may not pop in on him. I know I forgot the magic word, didn't I? It's poop. It's poop. I gotta remind me later on to tell you guys the definition of poop, okay? All right. Up next is Freddie from Canada, ladies and gentlemen. Freddie is performing Ragtime Cowboy Joe. It even has a cowboy in there. So, Ragtime Cowboy Joe. This is by Grant Clark. All right, Freddie, it looks like you pulled this one out from a rock as well. I've never heard of it. So here is Freddie's country western theme song, Gentlemen and Ladies, and here he is.
Out in Arizona where the bad men are, and the only friend to guide you is an evening star. The roughest, toughest man by far is Ragtime Cowboy Joe. Got his name from singing to the cows and sheep. Every night they say he sings the herd to sleep. In a basso voice so rich and deep, crooning soft and low, he always sings raggy music to the cattle as he swings back and forth in the saddle on a horse that is syncopated, gated, and there's such a funny meter to the roar of his repeater. How they run when they hear the fellow's gun, because the western folks all know he's the highfalutin, rootin', tootin' son of a gun from Arizona, Ragtime Cowboy Joe. Dressed up every Sunday in his Sunday clothes, he beats it to the village where he always goes, and every single gal in town is Joe's, 'cause he's a ragtime bear. When he starts a moving on the dance hall floor, no one but a lunatic would start a war. Wise men know his 44 makes them dance for sure. He always sings raggy music to the cattle as he swings back and forth in the saddle on a horse that is syncopated, gated, and there's such a funny meter to the roar of his repeater. How they run when they hear the fellow's gun, because the western folks all know he's the highfalutin, rootin', tootin' son of a gun from Arizona, Ragtime Cowboy Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Freddie from Canada right there. Freddie, I'm going to poop on over, all right, into Zoom really quickly. Let me find our Zoom over here. Yeah, okay, so I just got side messaged here. I guess apparently my voice went to Chipmunky, which the only thing I can figure out is earlier I was doing some pre-records and I was using my voiceover for different aspects of what I was doing, my creation. And so anything I'm thinking is it didn't shut down on the back end and somehow it kept in there. Went to Chipmunky. Which the only thing I can figure out is earlier I was doing some pre-records and I was using my voiceover for different. You know that song, you know how old that song is?
1912 apparently.
Yeah. Good on you, man. Where did you, on earth did you find that song?
I was looking at like Bonanza movie type songs, and then this just came up out of the blue, and I'm like, oh, interesting. So I just found it on YouTube, and apparently it's about like a real rough, tough cowboy who basically the way he herds his cattle is by singing to his cows and his sheep. But he's this big, rough, tough guy just singing to his cattle. So
just a crazy little song. It's like 2 minutes, and it took me maybe 4 or 5 times to learn it, and that was it.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, when I, researched it, I was like, this is, I mean, it was popular in the early 1900s. And I'm like, no, there's got to be a mistake with this. But sure enough, yeah, 1912. And you know that it quickly became one of the most popular songs of its era and remains a beloved Western novelty classic to this day, Freddie. So good find, my friend. Good job.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Freddie right there doing that song, which, of course, is older than dirt itself. And so good on him for that research on that song because, again, I thought it was like a typo, and I was like, 1900s, that is old. But I guess, to some, it's still a novelty. So good job on that, man. That's why I like doing these off-the-wall things every once in a blue moon, because, it's something different, something unique, and it kind of brings, especially 1900s. Think about that. 1900s, okay? They had music like that. We're so programmed to think of what's relevant today. And yeah, of course, we go back to the 50s and stuff like that, but for the most part, though, right, we think of the 50s, the 60s, and relevancy about music today. But you wouldn't think that something like that in the 1900s is still relevant and considered a novelty today. I think that's pretty cool. I really do. I think that's awesome. Nice job, my brother. All right, gentilemens and ladies. You like that, huh? I said ladies, and I sang it while I said it. Okay. Now that right there is some talent, folks. I don't care what y'all say. All right. That takes talent. I'm kidding. Oh. Yeah, that's so weird. So if it happens again with that voice thingamajiggy, I just checked my back end. It doesn't say it's running, but who knows? We'll see what happens. Up next is Jenny G. That's what she calls herself. Okay, and her country western theme is Walking After Midnight by Patsy Cline. Now, Patsy Cline, I figured we would have a couple in there by Patsy and stuff because you can technically put Patsy Cline into that type of theme, right? She was country western true and true. So I let that one slide, Jenny. All right. I didn't ban you. I kind of let it slide for you. But you are performing After Midnight. And let me see. And I happen to love Patsy Cline. Okay. So, good on you for that one. But Jenny, here you are with Patsy Cline, Walking After Midnight.
I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway, well that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just hoping you may be somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me. stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just hoping you may be somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Jenny G Walking After Midnight by none other than Patsy Cline. Jenny, nice job. I'm assuming that was you in the video playing the guitar. Jenny, I know that you know this, but 1957 is when that was released. And did you know that it became her first major hit? And that launched her career there, Jenny. Okay? It launched her career, and it paved the way for, like, the pop, bluesy, jazz, country. So it's kind of a blend of the three. Now, they throw pop in there for whatever, I don't know. Pop doesn't signify that, but in my opinion, anywho, in my opinion, Jenny, that's all that matters. But, yeah, that song launched her, stardom. And so she was a country western girl. She actually was a true cowgirl, Jenny. I love Patsy Cline. Her, Brenda Lee, Loretta Lynn, all the greats, right? Yeah. We get to do I got to shut my mouth because every time I say something, I just put myself deeper and deeper into more work. And so I'm not going to say anything this time. I'm just going to zip it from now on when it comes to ideas. I'm not really. I'm kidding. I never shut my mouth. Jenny, good job. We appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, up next here. Let me see. Yeah, we've got some, man, I wish I could tell you guys, but I don't want to give it away. Really cool stuff. I mean, it's really cool. If you guys, when you have a chance, go and watch a video, karaoke one or whatever it is, right? Like I said, we've got, I think, 3 more from members to upload to the channel. They wrote them. We turned them into karaoke. Now I got to compose them in regards to the graphics and stuff, and then we'll upload them to the channel. And, of course, we'll notify everybody when we do that. And I will get that done this weekend. I'm determined. But if you go and watch some of the videos, the newer stuff, whatever, you're going to see commercials like Geico, Progressive, all that stuff. And if you look at some of the karaoke videos we've did, even the music ones, you're going to see little ads. Shop now, or, shop here, whatever. It could be Walmart, Target, Kohl's, whatever, Fifth Avenue. Those are products that we now advertise, all right, with those major venues. So, yeah, check that out. It's pretty cool, all right? That's what's happening with DCG. So, as I mentioned to you guys earlier, there's going to be a lot of changes, but it'll be subtle, and a lot of it you guys won't notice because it doesn't affect the members Friday night, okay? And we appreciate the Super Stickies, guys. I thank you so much. Up next, we got the Big Turtle himself, not the Big Bopper. No, don't get him confused. We have the Big Turtle. This is Richard, ladies and gentlemen. In case you got confused, all right? This is Richard in the Heart of Texas by Gene Autry. So here is Richard's cowboy song on the country and western theme, ladies and gentlemen.
The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. The prairie sky is wide and high, deep in the heart of Texas. Coyotes wail along the trail. Deep in the heart of Texas, the rabbits rush around the brush. Deep in the heart of Texas. The chicken hawks are full of squawks deep in the heart of Texas. The oil wells are full of smells deep in the heart of Texas. The cactus plants are tough on pants deep in the heart of Texas. That's why perhaps they all wear chaps deep in the heart of Texas. Cowboys cry, ki-yippee-yi, deep in the heart of Texas. The doggies bawl and say you all, deep in the heart of Texas. The cactus plants are tough on pants deep in the heart of Texas. That's why perhaps they all wear chaps deep in the heart of Texas. Deep in the heart of Texas.
Richard, man, I gotta say, brother, I honestly, I seen your name. I seen Deep in the Heart of Texas, and I was expecting for Richard to have like a 10-gallon hat on, and but he didn't. Though he's got his stud muffin chef's uniform on with his burning sunglasses. But Richard, I gotta tell you, I really liked how you did that song, my friend. Especially those mid-range notes that you did. Well done, dude. And that was a 1942 song right there. It was actually written in 1941, but 1942, Richard. I mean, again, that's
another cowboy song. But that was by Richard, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, brother. Well done. I'm liking this night. I'm digging it. Very, very cool, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. Let's see here. All right, up next here, we have, let me see, this young lady. She goes by Maggie. Well, that's what she calls herself. And she is singing Abilene by George Hamilton. Abilene. Ooh, Abilene by George Hamilton. All right, Abilene. I think I'm pronouncing this right there, Maggie. Okay. I gotta find you, Maggie. I got you in here. You hang on one hot second. I know I have you. Here she is. All right, here is Maggie's song, ladies and gentlemen, for the country western theme, Abilene.
Když jen tobě sním, ten věčný sen mě táhne jen k Abilene, tam k Abilene. Dávno už nejsem mladíkem, a tak se vracím s prosíkem, tím vandráckým taxíkem k Abilene, tam k Abilene. Abilene, Abilene, teď už jen o tobě sním, ten věčný sen mě táhne jen k Abilene, tam k Abilene. tam dokola je tam táhne dým. Když se s věrem navracím, Evelyn, tam Evelyn. Evelyn, Evelyn, když jen o tobě sním, ten věčný sen mě táhne jen, Evelyn, tam Evelyn. Ten věčný sen mě táhne jen, Evelyn, tam Evelyn.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I stand corrected. It's Abilene. I thought Meggie, Jude's, you need to apologize to Meggie. I thought it was Abilene. But Meggie, I do like that. That was, again, something definitely unique, and here it is, Meggie. But George Hamilton. Now, I'm going to take a stab here, Meggie, and say that this one, let me see if I can pull it up real quick, Meggie. Let me see if it shows it or not. Oh, yeah, Meggie, hold on. You are in Zoom, you little crapper. Where is you? All right, I'm going to poop on over to Zoom. I didn't know Meggie was in Zoom. Meggie. I did not know. Okay, my audio stuff's all messed up, Meggie. So, Jude, make an apology, please. Where did you find that song? Because that was a 1963 song, and it became the biggest hit of George Hamilton's career. You're on mute, Meggie. That's okay.
Okay, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
I found the song on the list you sent in email. So I was going through the list and I saw I know 3 songs and I chose this one because I knew it in Czech and it was easy for me to record it.
Oh, so they have that in Czech?
Huh? I know this. I was singing in Czech. Yes.
Oh, really? So is George Hamilton, like, is he familiar out there in Czech? Is he well known?
I don't know that person, but I know this song in Czech because we had cover of that song in Czech.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, Maggie, I thought you picked a great song. It did fit you very nicely. So good job on that song. And again, good find.
Thank you.
I mean, just again, this is like the stuff that I was kind of hoping you guys did. And so far, you guys are nailing it. So, Maggie, awesome job on that. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's pretty cool to learn that. Yeah, George, 1960. I mean, that's some old stuff. You guys, you know what I gotta say? I honestly thought it was going to be kind of like a little difficult because everyone's like, it's country music, right? Not country western style. But I got to say, you guys are really nailing it out of the park tonight. So thank you so much for that because this is really what I wanted to get accomplished. And you guys are nailing it. Awesome job. All right, let's move on. Gentile men and ladies. They're like, why is he singing every time he says ladies? I don't know. It's a good question. Up next, we have Levi, ladies and Gentiles men. And Levi is performing Amarillo by, Amarillo by Morning. I'm sorry, by George Strait. Amarillo by Morning. I got you, Leo. No, I was looking at Leo and thinking Levy. You know what? You guys try being me for 3 hours, all right? Anyways, here is Levi, Amarillo by Morning.
Amarillo by morning, up from San Antone. Everything that I got is just what I got on. When that sun is high in that Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. They took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe, lost my wife and a girlfriend somewhere along the way. Well, I've been looking for 8 when they pull that gate, and I hope that the judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's on my mind. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antone. Everything that I got is just what I got on. I ain't got a dime, but what I got is mine. I ain't rich, but Lord, I'm free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that right there was Levi, Amarillo by morning. Levi, I loved it, and I especially love the cowboy hat. He kind of had that George Strait twang to him too, didn't he? Which was very nice. It actually made it. Levi, good job. That song right there, it actually became one of his most beloved songs, Levi. And although George Strait made it famous with his 1982 recording, the song was written by Terry Stafford. Do you guys know who Terry Stafford is? I should hope so. And it was first recorded by Mr. Stafford in 1973, Levi. Terry Stafford was another one who was very popular there, Kit Kat, for doing, you know what, sound. I won't say his name there, Kit Kat, but yeah, Terry Stafford did. Matter of fact, Terry Stafford did Suspicion, if I recall. And they actually had to stop playing it on the radio because of the similarities. But Levi, nice job, brother. Good job on that tune. Yeah, I'm digging this.
All right, up next, let me see. Let's go here, gentlemen and ladies. Let's get this young lady up here. This is Deborah. All right, Deborah. You are performing Wanna Be a Cowboy Sweetheart. Ooh, by Leanne Rimes. Alrighty. I love Leanne Rimes. I really do. But here she is, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Deborah. And
she is performing a song by Leanne Rimes. Good pick, Deborah. I love Leanne Rimes. I Want to Be a Cowboy's Sweetheart.
I wanna be a cowboy sweetheart. I wanna learn to rope and ride. I wanna ride through the plains and the deserts out west of the Great Divide. I wanna hear the coyotes sing as the sun sets I wanna ride or paint, moving at a run. I wanna feel the wind in my face. 1,000 miles away from home, moving at a cowhand's pace. I wanna bed on my head beneath the open sky. It's the sunsets in the west. I wanna strum my guitar in your lady. That's the life I love the best. Your lady, low, oh, 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 lady, a lady. Your lady, low, oh, 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 lady, oh, lady, oh, lady. Your lady, low, oh, 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 lady, your lady, your lady, no, oh, 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 lady, oh, lady, oh, lady, your lady, oh, lady, oh, lady.
Deb, I love that. The yodels. I say this all the time about Deb. She is such a sweetheart. And I love the little dude you had dancing around there. That was cute. That was absolutely cute. I love the yodeling, Deb. Just an amazing job. Absolutely amazing. And it sounds like you had a lot of fun singing that song. So my hat is off to you, sweetheart. Great job on that tune. And Leanne Rimes, my favorite song, which I know she didn't originally record it there, but was Blue. You know, Blue. Also, I can't sing Leanne Rimes. Nor would I ever want to, Deb, but I want to be a cowboy sweetheart. You know what, Deb? That was a tribute to one of the most famous Western songs in country music history. The song was originally written by Patsy Montana in 1935. Imagine that, 1935, and then became a landmark recording for women in a country. So, pretty amazing. Deb, good job. That was cool. All right, up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have Charlie. Charlie is El Paso City by another Mate Robbins tune right here. All right, Charlie, you getting your Robbins groove on, my friend. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me find Charlie here. Marty Robbins seems to be the stud for tonight, I guess. So far, he's outperforming the others as far as what the members are doing. So, Charlie, here you are with El Paso. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, his version of Marty Robbins.
From 30,000 feet above the desert floor, I see it there below. A city with a legend, the West Texas city of El Paso. Where long ago I heard a song about a Texas cowboy and a girl. And a little place called Roses, where we used to go and watch this beauty world. I don't recall who sang the song, but I recall the story that I heard. And as I look down on the city, I remember each and every word. The singer sang about a jealous cowboy and the way he used a gun to kill another cowboy. Then he had to leave El Paso on the run. El Paso City by the Rio Grande. The cowboy lived and rode away, but love was strong, he couldn't stay. He rode back just to die in that El Paso sand. El Paso City by the Rio Grande. I try not to let you cross my mind, but still I find there's such a mystery in the song that I don't understand. My mind is down there somewhere as I fly above the badlands of New Mexico. I can't explain why I should know the very trail he rode back to El Paso. Can it be a man can disappear from life and live another time? And does the mystery deepen cause you think that you yourself lived in that other time? Somewhere in my deepest thoughts, familiar scenes and memories unfold. These wild and unexplained emotions that I had so long, but I never told. Like every time I fly up through the heavens and I see you there below, I get the feeling sometime in another world I live in El Paso. El Paso City by the Rio Grande. Could it be that I could be the cowboy in this mystery who died there in that desert sand so long ago? El Paso City by the Rio Grande. The voice tells me to go and see it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Charlie, and I think Charlie was in Zoom. I don't know if he's in there still or not. Let me see. Where is Charlie in Zoom? Let me, okay, he is in Zoom, Gentiles, men, and ladies. Let's poop on over right in here to Zoom and say hello to Charlie. Charlie, how is you?
Charlie, can you unmute your
Is he on mute?
He is on mute.
Oh, he's on mute?
Too. He's actually frozen.
Looks
now,
like he's frozen in time. Okay.
El Paso was
You know
really
what
cold.
it was? Charlie got to look at me and froze.
Well, I'm just back. Something happened to my system. I just froze too.
Things are kind of going freaky tonight, guys. But
I had to reboot.
Yeah, okay. Charlie pooped out. Maybe he had to go for a poop. But that song right there, okay, by Marty Robbins, do you know it's a sequel and companion piece to his legendary Western ballad, El Paso? Okay, it continues the story and expands the mystery world that Robbins created around the Texas border town of El Paso. That's what I wanted to tell Charlie. Other than he did a good job on that song, too.
He did.
But he had to go for a poop, ladies and gentlemen. So we will excuse him on that one. Charlie, good job, my friend. All right, we're gonna speaking about poop. We will poop right on out of Zoom over here, okay, and get to our next member. But before I do that, let's do this. Let's do a member well update. What is a member well update? Well, those are for our dear friends and members, of course. We love them all. So just for those who are out there, maybe you're listening. We hope you are. But So the members update. So Pauline, she is recovering from some food poisoning. I understand she will be okay. Brian, he's still in the hospital. All right. Not sure on his status as of yet. Danny is going still through some of his treatments. And Dennis is recovering from pneumonia. So we wish them all fast recoveries, okay, and nothing but the best. And we're sending out our thoughts and prayers to all of them, all right? So, geez, guys, huh? One falls apart, they all do. And nothing of which any is going through is fun at all. I mean, being sick itself is just not fun. But either one of those is, I'm sure, very traumatic for them all. So we wish them a speedy recovery and, of course, wish them well, all right? So, all right, up next, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's do this. Let's bring up, we'll poop back on over into Zoom because she's in Zoom already, all right? So, but this here is Judy, a.k.a. Eagles Flight. She's performing Wasn't God Who Made Honky Tonk Angels by Kitty Wells. No, I didn't make Honky Tonk Angels, Judy, but thank you for asking. But no, I did not. I would have liked to, but I didn't make them. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, here is Judy, a.k.a. Eagles Flight. Wasn't God Who Made Honky Tonk Angels by Kitty Wells.
As I sit here tonight, the jukebox playing a tune about the wild side of life. As I listen to the words you are saying, it brings memories when I was a trusting wife. It wasn't God who made honky-tonk angels, as you said in the words of your song. Too many times married men think they're still single. That has caused many a good girl to go wrong. It's a shame that all the blame is on us women. It's not true that only you men feel the same. From the start, most every heart that's ever broken was because there always was a man to blame. It wasn't God who made honky-tonk angels, as you said in the words of your song. Too many times married men think they're still single. That has caused many a good girl to go wrong.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Judy, a.k.a. Eagles Flight, doing a fantastic job on that song. Wasn't God Who Made Angels by Kitty Wells. Now, of course, I have to poop on over into Zoom and, just kind of... Now, I know Matt just said I had a God complex, lowercase g there, Judy. But truth be told, maybe God has a Denny complex. Do you guys ever stop and think about that? Judy, did anybody think about that? That maybe you know, not God himself, but, you know, a God has a Denny complex. I mean, think about that for a second. That's just common sense, everybody.
So,
Well, we all know that. But with that being said, I do like that song. And that was from 1952, Judy.
1952. That's right. I
Yeah,
was ready
it was
for
one
you.
of,
You didn't even
you
ask
know,
me. Wow.
Judy, that it was one of the most important songs in country music history. Did you know
Yeah,
that?
was it?
Yes, it was. Matter of
That was my-
fact, it was written by J.D. Miller. It became a landmark recording because it challenged traditional views of women. Now, see, you was bashing a guy in that song. I caught on to
Right.
that. Okay.
Yeah, that was easy. Yeah.
But it became a traditional views of women. Well, changed, I'm sorry, traditional views of women in country songs and helped open the doors for female artists. Pretty cool, huh?
It was. Yep. It
See,
was.
now
It was-
that would be something, Judy, that my co-host should say on the radio show. You think she would look that information up, but no, she has me to do all that stuff, Judy.
Why not? You might as well do something.
Yeah, that why.
Yeah.
And people wonder why I have a complex, right? Judy, good job.
Get back to the show.
Good job on that, hon. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there she was. That was Judy doing a beautiful job on that Kitty Wells song. All right, my brother. I'll let you slide on that there, Mr. Sinatra, who, by the way, is Matt, a.k.a. Get Perkins. Man Walks Among Us, Be Still by Marty Robbins. Well, that's what Matt's performing next. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Marty Robbins, I think he was, 2 or 3 times tonight? This would make, I think, 3 times, Matt. Anywho, here is Matt's contribution to tonight's country western theme, ladies and gentlemen. These are long titles. You just realized that.
Warm are the winds on the desert. A whirlwind is dancing around. I stop to survey all the beauty that's here when a shadow moves all across the ground. It's an eagle that circles above me, and he screams to his friends on the hill. Stay close together, move not a feather. Man walks among us, be still, be still. Man walks among us, be still. Everything hides, but I see them. I've spotted an old mother quail. I look close and see, looking right back at me, the eyes of a young cottontail. I see a coyote sneaking as he crawls through the brush on the hill, and the eagle screams down, stay close to the ground. Man walks among us, be still, be still. Man walks among us, be still. 20 feet high in the side of a cactus, I see a hole where the butcher bird stays. If mortals could choose, and if heaven should ask us, here's where I'd want to spend all of my days. Soon we'll be gone, all the desert.
Cities will cover each hill. Today will just be a fond memory. Man walks among us, be still, be still. Man walks among us, be still.
Mr. Matt, I truly enjoyed your tones on that particular song right there. I thought it was well presented, meaning a lot of people can sing songs differently, and I say this even during the radio show and everything else, but some can give it a different meaning, and that is with cause and effect. And so your effect was that it really touched people and you could hear the cause, right? And so I really thought that you presented that song very nicely, man, and I really liked your tones. Well done on that song. And a lot of people, I'm going to quiz people, Matt, to see if they know what the meaning of that song is, because the title is not a giver. Look that up. I won't tell anybody, but it's actually a pretty amazing song, and it's kind of a different side of Marty Robbins. So look it up, and you'll be shocked. Marty Robbins, that particular song right there was kind of a glimpse to his other side, which I thought was pretty interesting. Matt, good job, brother. Nice job on that. All right. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I've been reading and getting bombarded with the messages, guys. And I honestly, I don't know if I closed it out. It's not showing in the back end, but, you know, I'm afraid to honestly shut it down. You can do it through task management, but if I do that, I don't know if it's going to shut my other stuff down. So I'm not chancing it. So if it happens, it happens. But anyways, up next, we have Lois. All right. She is performing My Elusive Dreams. Lois, My Elusive Dreams. Is that like hallucinogenics, Lois? I don't think I've ever heard this. My elusive. Oh, elusive, not elusive. Elusive. Lois, you got me there for a second. But ladies and gentlemen, here she is performing this tune, her rendition of Tammy Wynette.
I followed you to Texas. I followed you to Utah. We didn't find it there, so we moved on. I followed you to Alabama. Things look good in Birmingham. We didn't find it there, so we moved on. I know you're tired of following my elusive dreams and schemes, for they're only fleeting things, my elusive dreams. I had your child in Memphis. You heard of work in Nashville. We didn't find it there, so we moved on. To a small farm in Nebraska, to a gold mine in Alaska. We didn't find it there, so we moved on. And now we left Alaska because there was no gold mine. But this time, only two of us moves on. Now all we have is each other and a little memory to cling to. And still you won't let me go on alone. I know you're tired of following my elusive dreams and schemes, for they're only fleeting things. My elusive dreams, oh, for they're only fleeting things. My elusive dreams.
My Elusive Dreams, ladies and gentlemen, by Lois, doing a fabulous job there, Lois.
I think Lois is in Zoom. If she is, I'm going to poop on over into Zoom. I thought I seen her there earlier. Let me see here. Ladies and gentlemen, just hold on to your cowboy hats.
Really quick here. And let me see. There you is, Lois. Lois. Hey, Lois, nice job on that song, by the way. And I will have to say that, so, to your thoughts, it's not specific to say what you're thinking of Cowgirl, but in a sense it is. Well, if you think about it, what did they do back in the old westerns, right? They'd pack up that hunk of crap they called a truck, or in this case a wagon, and they kind of moved around, right? So they were settlers, right? And that's what this story is all about. They kind of went from town to town, journeyed through different towns and dreams, searching for happiness, success, and stability. But every new beginning, Lois, eventually led to another disappointment. So they did it all over again. Point being is, yeah, that's relatable to the country western theme.
They were tough settlers.
Yeah, they were tough settlers.
Really had
and I thought you did very well on that song.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Very emotional. Again, nice representation.
Story song.
That's right. Great
Well
harmonies.
done, Lois.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, right there, that was Lois. All right, a beautiful song. And yeah, that's the great thing about doing history on these things, is that you really learn a lot about the history of songs, so on and so forth. And it really gives you an understanding of the basis, the foundation of the original song. And sometimes I say this all the time, that we think we know where the song stems from or the origination of it, but it's not. It's something totally different. Speaking about totally different, ladies and gentlemen, up next is Argent, calls himself John. The Streets of Loreto, again, Now, Marty Robinson's creeping right up on there with, what's his name there? What's that dude? I don't know, the other guy. Not George Hamilton. Well, no, it's actually kind of been Marty Robbins, right, tonight? He's like the go-to guy so far, I think. Yeah, he's up there. John, this particular song here, my friend, a lot of these, I'm noticing a theme with these things. They're about streets, towns, and cities for the majority. In Lois's case, no, it was about states and all that stuff and moving, what have you. But for the most part, it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is John with his country and West Tyon theme. See, that's weird, guys, because I don't hear the voice change. You guys do, and you would think I would hear it, but I don't. I sound normal, if you can all believe that.
As I walked out in the streets of Laredo, as I walked out in Laredo one day, I spied a young cowboy wrapped all in white linen, wrapped in white linen, as cold as the clay. Oh, beat the drum slowly and play the fife lowly. Sing the death march as you carry me along. Take me to the valley, there lay the sod o'er me. I'm a young cowboy and know I've done wrong. I see by your outfit that you are a cowboy. These words he did say as I boldly walked by. Come sit down beside me and hear my sad story. Got shot in the breast and I know I must die. Go fetch me some water, a cool cup of water, to cool my parched lips. Then the poor cowboy said, before I returned, his spirit had lifted, had gone to his maker, the cowboy was dead. Oh, beat the drum slowly and play the fife lowly. Sing the death march as you carry me along. Take me to the valley, there lay the sod o'er me. I'm a young cowboy and I know I've done.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Argent, the Streets of Laredo by Monte Robbins. John, nice job on that song. I love the three-part harmonies that you did, my friend. And John, that is one of the, every time I read the history of these songs that I'm trying to learn about, they always seem to have or start off with or end with, it's like one of the most prolific or the, song that made them or what have you. But this particular one, it's one of the most famous traditional cowboy ballads ever recorded. And it says that although Robbins recorded many Western songs, this song comes from a much older folk tradition. Now get this, dating back to the 1800s. It is also known by the title, The Cowboy's Lament. Can you believe that? So this is even predating Freddie's. This is going back to the 1800s. I mean, that's amazing. That really right there says a lot about music, its longevity. Of course, it goes back since biblical time, but still, the point being is that's amazing. That, I think, should hold a testament of time when it comes to music. And John, nice job, brother. Well done. Yeah, that's some old stuff, man. Some old stuff. But it's cool because it's it's still around today and people are still singing it, right? That's the part that just has to blow your mind. They're still singing it. And so that's what I think is really cool, that they still sing it, right? It's not like, something that's forgot about, but it's still sung. So All right, ladies and gentlemen. Up next is Irene. Irene is doing Long, Tall, Oh, Irene, I know this song. Long, Tall, Texan.
By Murray Kellum. I mean, I had to pronounce it because I knew it was there somewhere. So let's find Irene. Where is Irene? Irene. Where is she, ladies and gentlemen? Irene, why is it that lately
your videos... You were lost, Irene, and guess what? I found you.
Giddy up, giddy up. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I ride a big white horse. Yes, I'm a long, tall Texan. I ride a big white horse. Well, people look at me and say, is that your horse? Yeah. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I wear a 10-gallon hat. Yes, I'm a long, tall Texan. I wear a 10-gallon hat. Well, people look at me and say, is that your hat? Yeah. Well, I was walking down the street with my shining badge, my spurs jingling at my feet. I seen a man coming with a gun, and I just can't be beat. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I enforce justice for the law. Yes, I'm a long, tall Texan. I enforce justice for the law. Well, people look at me and say, is you the law? Yeah. Ooh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Irene, Long, Tall Texan, recorded in 1960. Irene, I love the video. I love the cowboy hat. Looked like your hanky was kind of hanging a little bit low there, hon. But nice job, Irene. And again, it's another well-delivered performance. A lot of fun with that song, too. And Irene, the reason I recognized that particular tune is my mom's band, my uncles and stuff, they used to sing that song quite a bit when they, did their gigs and stuff. But nicely done. I like that song. And again, I am so impressed. You guys fit the theme so perfectly tonight. It's not your generic country songs. They stand out. They're definitely different. And so, awesome job. I mean, you guys really knocked this one out of the park. And, it's not something that a lot of people get into or appreciate. I do. I love that stuff, and I love the history behind it. So, Irene, awesome job on that song, my friend.
Very nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to this gentleman here. La-dee-da, la-da-da-da. This is, well, he goes by Dan, but we call him Thy Whisperer, ladies and gentlemen. Dan Pan. And he is performing, one of my favorite songs, Rhinestone Cowboy. And this is the acoustic. I love it when Dan does acoustics because it elaborates his voice so nicely. So Dan, aka the Whisperer, here he is with Rhinestone Cowboy. Ladies and gentlemen.
been walking this street so long, singing the same old song. I know every crack in this dirty sidewalks of Broadway, where hassle's the name of the game, and nice guys gets washed away like the snow and the rain. There's been a load of warmth from my sing on the road to my horizon, but I'm gonna be where the lights are shining on me, like a rhinestone cowboy riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo, like a rhinestone cowboy, getting cards and letters from people I don't even know, and offers coming over the phone. Well, I really don't mind the rain, and a smile can hide all the pain, but you're bound when you're riding the train that's taking the long way. And I dream of the things I'll do, with a subway token and a dollar tucked inside my shoe. There'll be a load of corn from my sing on the road to my horizon, but I'm gonna be where the lights are shining on me, like a rhinestone cowboy riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo, like a rhinestone cowboy, getting cards and letters from people I don't even know, and offers coming over the phone. Like a rhinestone cowboy riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo, like a rhinestone cowboy, getting card and letters from people I don't even know, and offers coming over the phone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Dan, a.k.a. The Whisperer, doing a Rhinestone Cowboy, original performance by Glenn Campbell. Dan, nicely done on that tune. That is one of my favorites because when I was a kid, we used to go to school. Dan, I don't know if you're familiar with the story. If you are, I'll still bore you with it anyways. And we would sing... my mom, my brother, my sister would put on little shows at different schools. My mom would play the guitar, and that was one of the songs I had to sing. And so I've been singing that song for years. Well, not consistently, but yeah, I grew up with that song. Well done, my friend. And again, nice fit. Awesome job on that. Yeah, that is a really good song. You know, it's about an artist struggling to make a name for himself. So, it's kind of like that in life, huh? You struggle just to make a name for yourself, but not for everybody else, but for you, which I think is really cool. So, all right, ladies and Gentiles, man, let's see who we have. Oh, look at, we are doing so well, ladies and gentlemen, with our time here. I mean... And I wish I had like lots more time. I wish like I could start the show real early and do like hours of just music and fun and talk and stuff like that. But right now that's not possible. But nonetheless, the 3 hours I do have, I appreciate it. I really do, because it makes a good end of the week for me. Up now, we have Aunt Connie. She goes by Connie. All right, ladies and gentlemen. And this song she's performing is called Rawhide. This is by the Blues Brothers. Now, I think there's 2 Rawhides. I don't know. I'll have to check that out. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, here is Aunt Connie with Rawhide by the Blues Brothers.
Rollin', 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 though the streams are swollen, keep them doggies rollin', rawhide. Rain and wind and weather, hell bent for leather, wishing my guy was by my side. All the things I'm missin', good fiddles, love and kissin', are waiting at the end of my ride. Move 'em on, head 'em up, move 'em on, rawhide, cut 'em out, ride 'em in, cut 'em out, ride 'em in, rawhide. Keep movin', 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 though they're disapprovin', keep them doggies movin', rawhide. Don't try to understand 'em, just rope, throw, and brand 'em. Soon we'll be living high and wide. My heart's calculating, my true love will be waiting at the end of my ride. Move 'em on, head 'em up, move 'em on, rawhide, cut 'em out, ride 'em in, cut 'em out, ride 'em in, rawhide. Move 'em on, head 'em up, move 'em on, rawhide, cut 'em out, ride 'em in, cut 'em out, ride 'em in, rawhide. Rawhide.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, right there. That was Aunt Connie with a rawhide. Is she still in zooming land? Yeah, let's poop on over in there. Aunt Connie, that prolific song right there. I mean, first of all, nice job. Nice notes on that song, by the by. And
thanks.
Do you know roughly when that song was written and whom or what it first appeared?
I don't know.
Okay. Not a problem.
I'm not
That's
sure.
what I am here for.
Okay,
It was
good.
written by Ned Washington and Dmitri Timokhin. If that's even how you pronounce it, I don't know. But regardless, 1958, and that was for the television Western series Rawhide, starring Clint Eastwood. And then, of course, later made popular by those 2 baboons, the Blues Brothers, which they weren't baboons, I'm only kidding. But yeah, so that's what it was. It was actually an older song, 1958, when Clint Eastwood was starring in that movie. Isn't that
It's
cool?
a great song.
It is a
It's
great
fun
song, and I thought you did a great job at that. And again, that's another song that really fit the narration of tonight's theme. So, Aunt Connie, well done. Awesome job on that song.
Kudos.
I mean, just, and I love, like, if you ever heard how that song was done by them, it was like a ride, like, you know, it goes up there, right? But you held that note so nicely, though, and it wasn't overpowered, and I thought it was just that perfect range that you did that, so well
It's
done.
hard to sing that.
It
It's
is.
really rather difficult to sing that.
It is.
Up like that.
Yeah, it's no, you're 100% right. It sounds easy, and I think you made it sound easier than what it really is. To be honest with you, it's not an easy song for sure.
Yeah.
But I thought you did very well with that. So nicely done.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was on Connie right there with Ride.
Yeah, that's not an easy song, ladies and gentlemen. That's actually a very, very tough song to do, okay? So if you're thinking about doing it, you know, maybe give it a couple of whirls at first and see how it goes. All right. Let me see. Let's throw this young man in here. Let me see. Here he is. This is, I say this every time. I used to think his handle was bacon, lettuce, and tomato. But it's not. This is Joe, okay? And his performance is Ballad of Davy Crockett. Okay? Joe, I think I heard this, Joe, but I'm going to hear it live right now for the first time, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe. If you've ever heard this, then I guess you all will know it, but I have not. So this would be a treat for me. So here is Joe with the song I've never heard. Of course, many of them I have not. Ballad of Davy Crockett. And here we go.
Born on a mountaintop of Tennessee, green estate in the land of the free. Raised in the woods, so he knew every tree. He killed him a bear when he was only 3. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier, fought single-handed through the Injun War, till the creeks was whipped and the peace was in store. And while he was handling this risky chore, made himself a legend forevermore. Davy Crockett, the man who don't know fear. When he lost his love and his grief was gone, in his heart he wanted to leave it all and lose himself in the forest tall. But he answered instead his country's call. Davy Crockett, the choice of the whole frontier. Went off to Congress and served a spell, fixing up the government and laws as well. Took over Washington, so I've heard tell, and patched up the crack in the Liberty Bell. Davy Crockett, seeing his duty clear. When he came home, his politicking done, why the big Western March had just begun. So he packed his gear and his trusty gun, and lit out a grinning a follow the sun. Davy Crockett, leading the pioneer. Land is the biggest, his land is best, from grassy plains to the mountain crest. He's ahead of us all and meeting the test, and following his legend right into the west. Davy Crockett, the king of the wild frontier. Davy Crockett, the king of the wild frontier.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. look that up during the next song, because right now we have Kit Kat, and she is doing 3 cigarettes in the ashtray. 3 cigarettes in the ashtray. That is a weird title there, Kit Kat, of a song. 3 cigarettes in the ashtray. Okay. Weird. But, I mean, it's a song. The Kit Kat. Yeah, it's kind of weird. 3 cigarettes in an ashtray. Huh. But I guess, you know what? The Kit Kat, they've made weirder songs. Don't forget to check out this Sunday, every Sunday from 5 to 8, DCG Radio, ladies and gentlemen, with, of course, Dr. Cool and beautiful co-host there, Kit Kat, all right, which is members broadcast. And, of course, members can request for non-members to be played. Right now, though, here is Kit Kat with 3 cigarettes in an ashtray.
2 cigarettes in the ashtray. My love and I in a small cafe, till a stranger came along and everything went wrong. Now there's 3 cigarettes in the ashtray. I watched her take him from me, and his love is no longer my own. Now they are gone, and I sit alone and watch one cigarette burn away. I watched her take him from me, and his love is no longer my own. Now they are gone, and I sit alone and watch one cigarette burn away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Kit Kat, 3 cigarettes in an ashtray. Kit Kat, nicely done by Patsy Cline, 1957 to be exact, written by Eddie Miller. Kit Kat, you had kind of a swag to it, like almost a, I want to say jazz, but I don't know. I still haven't figured it out. But either way, nicely done. And again, ties right into the theme. So nice choice of a song. But it was a heartbreak song, a ballad, if you will. It was like a heartbreak classic. And Kit Kat, Joe's song, The Ballad of Davy Crockett, was in 1955. And again, that song was one of his most recognizable songs, which is
kind of weird. I've been saying that the whole entire night, that a lot of these songs fall under like one of the most recognizable songs ever. But Kit Kat, nice job, my beautiful friend. Yeah, so what's weird is John sent me, he did a recording of what I guess it goes to, right, when it glitches in and out. And that's, I don't know, that's funny. But here's the thing. So during the song, I open it up and then I close it, and assuming it goes back to my normal voice again, and then I guess it doesn't. I don't know. I can't hear it, so I don't know when it does or when it doesn't. You guys tell me in the chats, which I really don't pay attention to. Only during the music play. But hey, if you know what, if it's making you laugh, have at it. But I don't know what to tell you. I mean, we gotta deal with it. Oh man, I tell you, it's one of those things. Right? That's what live is. Up next, gentlemen and ladies. This is Leo. Let me see. Leo. Oh, he's doing Rhinestone Cowboy as well.
This is also by Glenn Campbell, righty. And of course, we don't have to research that any longer, but this is Leo's version of Rhinestone Cowboy. Leo's typically in Zoom, but I didn't see him in there tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, here is his rendition, Rhinestone Cowboy.
I've been walking these streets alone, singing the same old songs. I know every crack in these dirty sidewalks of Broadway, where hustle's the name of the game, and nice guys get washed away like the snow in the rain. There's been a load of compromising on the road to my horizon, but I'm gonna be where the lights are shining on me, like a rhinestone cowboy, riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo, like a rhinestone cowboy, getting cards and letters from people I don't even know, and offers coming over the phone. Well, I really don't mind the rain, and the smile can hide all the pain, but you're down when you're right in the rain. That's taking the long way. And I dream of the things I'll do, with a subway token and $1 tucked inside my shoe. There'll be a load of compromising on the low to my horizon, but I'm gonna be where the lights are shining on me, like a rhinestone cowboy, riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo, like a rhinestone cowboy, getting cards and letters from people I don't even know, and offers coming over the phone, like a rhinestone cowboy, riding on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo, like a rhinestone cowboy, getting cards and letters from people I don't even know, and offers coming over the phone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Leo, another version of Rhinestone Cowboy there. Leo, great job. And again, that is one of my faves. Of course, so isn't Sailing. But Leo, nicely done. Nice notes on that, my friend. Again, it's just another great, great tune. Well picked. Again, everybody's nailing these songs tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I got to tell you, I am so happy. I mean, it wasn't like you guys got it so off. You guys were like right on the theme tonight. And I understand it's not everybody's theme. I get it. It's not in everybody's bag. But I appreciate it because you guys went above and beyond and did it. And that's really what matters. So awesome. Okay, we're doing such good time, ladies and gentlemen. We have one more artist left, okay? That's how good of time that we're doing is we have
one more artist left. So we're going to jump over to this artist right now. And this artist here, righty, is Blue. Well, she goes by Blue Opal. Calls herself Shar. You are my sunshine. This is by Gene Autry, ladies and gentilesmen. All right, you are my sun. I like this song. It's such a happy song as well. All right, so here is Shar, aka Blue Opal. Again, last feature of this evening. Look at this. We're ahead of time. This is amazing. So here she is, ladies and gentlemen. You are my sunshine, my only sun.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So don't you take my sunshine away. The other night, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. But when I woke up, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So don't take my sunshine away. You told me once, dear, you really loved me, and no one else could come between. But now you've left me to love another. You have shattered all of my dreams. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So don't take my sunshine away. I said, please don't take my sunshine away. Now don't you take my sunshine away.
My sunshine. And that song actually, okay, well, it was definitely a country and western. All right, written by Jimmy Davis and Charles Mitchell. And it was first published, get this, in 1939 and became, again, it always says this for some reason, but it became one of the most recognizable songs of the 20th century. Isn't that interesting? It became one of the most recognizable songs of the 20th century. Now,
I find that amazing because, 1939, right? That's pretty old, I think. But Shah, awesome job on that song. A little bit different than the version I'm used to hearing, but awesome job. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, that right there does it for our show. And I've got to say, just what an awesome job everybody did with
the songs, the performances, everything was just absolutely amazing. And I appreciate it. And yeah, we will obviously email everybody over the weekend. All right. I might leave it up to the staff to either come up with a theme, an idea, or something. All right. But I think that, overall, I loved it because it's not something we do all the time and it's challenging for the most part, but yet it's fun. So I thank everybody. And yeah, we will go into Zoom, ladies and gentlemen. We will go into Zoom and let them say their goodbyes. All right. So just
hang tight here and let's poop right on over here. Well, hell, look at there's 3 of yous left.
We've got staying power. What can I say?
Survivors.
I mean, you guys are like the beekeepers.
Yeah.
We are.
Right?
With the monkey in the middle or the monkey in the right.
The monkey in the middle, yeah. Yeah. So I thought everybody did an awesome job. I mean,
they did. They
the
brought it.
theme songs, right, was spot on. I mean, absolutely.
You had Judes and Stitches with your chipmunks and your cats in heat. Oh my God! There was no consistency there. We didn't know when you were going to come in or come out.
Yeah, it's weird because so the program is closed. It's not open, and the only way to shut it down is I'd have to end the task. But if I do that, if I have another audio application running like my pod, I'm afraid it will shut that down because if it's doing that at random, I didn't want to take any chances. So I was like, well, whatever pops up,
I'll show you what
up.
to do after the show.
Yeah, but I can't. Unfortunately, I couldn't hear it during the show. So, but I'll definitely take a listen to it. John sent me a clip, and I was like, oh man, I do sound ridiculous.
Jude's lost it a long time ago. She couldn't stand it anymore.
Jude's did, yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
Well, Jude's lost it way before the show. Let's be honest, all right? So.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, thank you so very, very much.
Good job.
Ladies and gentlemen, that does it right there for our show. And again, I want to thank everybody so much for hanging tight and for being
as cool kittens and cats that you guys are. Don't forget, this Sunday, 5 to 8, it'll be Kat and myself. And no, the voice won't be there because I won't be doing any creation prior to that, okay? I will shut everything down, Kit Kat, so don't worry about it, your fluffy little self there with all your fur sticking up. She's like, no! Anyways, guys, have an awesome night. I appreciate all of you for doing that. It meant so much to me. And as I always say, and I mean it, please be kind to others, and as always, be kind to yourself, all right? God bless. Have an awesome weekend, guys. Take care.
Friday night and the show goes down. Everybody's coming from all around. Laughter singing through the summer air. DCG is friends that care. The guitar sing and the speakers play.